Okay then, so I just got done watching the latest episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS, episode 84. Keep in mind there was an episode 83 that came out over the Christmas break. It was mainly a recap episode. The only thing that's really worth mentioning is the fact that Zyzan is confirmed to be working against Queen. We kind of already knew that anyway. He's making countermeasures ready for the calamity that is upcoming, just in case Queen has any like nefarious, plans as well. If this episode is classed as a filler episode, then this was actually a really good speech that was made by Yusaku. He says that he's going to help protect the Ignises. He comes up with the idea that after all this is done, you Ignises, make your own space in the net somewhere where no one will find you. We need to keep you safe. We need to protect you. And that is something that Yusaku genuinely wishes. And he says this while like looking at the stars. It was a nice moment for Yusaku. The other thing as well in episode 83 is the fact that Soulburner is super pissed at Revolver. Now, I actually forget how many times they've met each other, so I just found it a little bit weird that they started getting angry right now. Soulburner is angry at him because he works for the Knights of Hanoi. The Knights of Hanoi were the ones responsible for the Lost Incident. The Lost Incident was responsible for capturing Soulburner, ruining his life, and as an extension, also costing him the death of both of his parents. So it makes sense that Soulburner would be very angry at him. But one thing I did find strange, apart from the fact that this all happens like right now, is the fact that Yusaku never mentions the events of the past season to Soulburner. So he knows that Soulburner is one of the people of the Lost Incident. I feel like he would have mentioned, oh, by the way, we dealt with the Lost Incident person. It was Dr. Kagami. He was the one who trapped everyone in there. And I dueled his son. Dr. Kagami's dead. His son, we found out he's the one of the people that are working with the Knights of Hanoi at the moment. Yeah, he's still sort of doing Dr. Kagami's work, but he's also really sorry about what Dr. Kagami did. It was the one that reported the incident as well. So, in a way, he's the one that kind of saved us. So, yeah, it's like it's somewhere there. You'd mention that, right? In like a realistic sense. It's not even like, I guess it's forced, like, not tension, forced conflict. They have to put those in like animes sometimes. So, yeah, I just thought it was a bit of a weird reason for them to start dueling, but I'm glad that the duel didn't last too long, because in episode 84 that we watched today, the duel starts. Soulburner does an amazing play where he gets Heat Leo out on his first turn, and then it goes to Revolver's turn. Revolver draws a card, looks at it, and just ends his turn without doing anything. He had no intention of winning this duel, but I thought it was like a ploy at first. I thought he did have a plan. And when Soulburner attacked with his one monster and was going to attack with the second one, he did actually cancel it. I've seen the duels before where they declare their attack and they're like, you can't stop the attack, you've already declared it. Well, he did declare it, and then he dropped to his knees, and then the duel ended. So they had like a little sort of breakthrough moment. They didn't want to win like this. Revolver and Soulburner are now working as allies, specifically more Revolver and Playmaker are now allies. They're working against the Ignises because they share a common threat. So it's kind of cool. We get to see them working together now. We've also got Spectre joining in on the fray. We had the resurrection of the Tower of Hanoi, which instead of being used to wipe out the VRAINS world, it is now being used as a giant scanning device to find where the evil Ignises are, which it turns out they've created a mirror dimension kind of thing inside of the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS world, which is an identical copy. They call it Mirror Link VRAINS anyway, and that's where they've been hiding. That's why they couldn't find them. Just before we move away from Soulburner's sort of dilemma at the moment, I kind of sympathise with him because obviously he's had all this horrible stuff happen to him in his life, and now he has nobody to focus his frustration on. So I can see why he's so annoyed, because he can't confront Dr. Kagami anymore because Dr. Kagami's dead. Dr. Kagami's son, who is the leader of the Knights of Hanoi, turns out to not be as much of an asshole as he thinks he is. He's actually a bit of a good guy in a sense, also a bad guy, so he can't even fight him because they've got to work together as well now. So I can understand his frustration, and I thought this might have been sowing like seeds of if he joins the other side he can fight him, which could still happen. But as this is being sort of advertised as the final battle of the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS, or at least for this season anyway, I don't think we're going to have any more crisscrosses of characters. I think the sides are set now, and they're ready to fight. I forgot the little dude's name, but the guy that's always going around with Bowman, Haru or something, is just revealing to Bowman that I'm not really your brother, I'm just like an AI that was meant to keep your emotions in check. Bowman's like, I kind of knew that, it doesn't matter, when we become one, you'll understand what it's like to be a brother and all this. So, yeah, I don't really, this kind of come out of nowhere. I didn't really care about this character, and they're making it up a little bit more of a big deal than I thought it would be. So, yeah, we'll see where that one goes. We'll see where that plot point goes, because the next episode seems to be talking about something about a brother. I've had a few characters that could be the brother. I thought they could even be talking about Zyzan, Ghost Girl or Bowman. So any of those 3 characters, it could be anything. And I guess the only other thing really worth mentioning saying is the fact that the little Lilybot robot thing, I can't remember what her name. Lilybot was the one from VRAINS, right? Not VRAINS, Zexal. She now has artificial intelligence, or she's like super clever. I don't know, because I promised to give her intelligence, and he did. Kept up his word just in case he wasn't coming back. It'd be cool if he kind of like imprinted a copy of his conscience onto the robot to keep himself alive. That's forward thinking. I mean, I don't know if it will go into that much detail, but I'm just saying that's the thing that he could have done. But overall, I thought the episode was okay. It was pretty good. I like the emotion that was shown from Soulburner. He was very angry. I thought it was really good. It was really good for his character. I wish there was a lot more of these moments throughout the series as well, because it's been a little bit disjointed. But overall, it was good. I'm looking forward to seeing these duels. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. But other than that, thanks for watching. Catch you later.